Donald Trump has detailed explosive claims surrounding COVID-19 in an exclusive interview with Sky News host Sharri Markson as part of the documentary What Really Happened in Wuhan. The former US president alleged intelligence he saw convinced him that coronavirus escaped from a lab.
A strong opinion from the former US president.
I don't know if they had bad thoughts or whether it was gross incompetence, but one way or the other, it came out of Wuhan and it came from the Wuhan lab.
Donald Trump believes COVID-19 originated in the Wuhan Institute of Virology. The former president says he was told a scientist from the lab was infected with COVID and spread it over lunch.
Was that patient zero, that scientist from the lab?
I don't know if it's patient zero or patient something else, but that's one theory.
Do you know how he was infected?
I think that it was incompetence. I think that it escaped from the lab through incompetence.
He claims he was presented with evidence that there were dead bodies outside the Wuhan laboratory, convincing him the virus escaped from the lab.
Well, I started hearing stories that you have also, that there were lots of body bags outside of the lab. And people were saying there are a lot of people lying down on the streets of Wuhan, and there were body bags.
Body bags outside of the Wuhan Institute of Virology?
I heard that a long time ago. And if they did, in fact, have body bags, that was one little indication, wasn't it?
Sharri revealed that there was clear evidence that the intelligence agencies were warned of a coronavirus outbreak in late 2019. When asked whether there were defectors at the Wuhan Institute of Virology who had given classified information to United States intelligence agencies, Mr. Trump said,
I really can't talk about that. Yeah, I cannot talk about that. I won't be really allowed to talk, nor would I want to.
The US Secretary of State, Mike Pompeo, believes the evidence should be reviewed and questioned as to why it was never acted upon. Actions that could have potentially changed the course of the pandemic.
I think we always should go back and look at how we collected and what we knew and why it was we weren't able. That didn't send the signal up the line in a way that was would have led to a better outcome.
Mr. Trump also spoke out against his former top medical advisor, Anthony Fauci, accusing him of staying silent in Oval Office meetings at the start of the pandemic and failing to mention that the Wuhan Institute of Virology was genetically manipulating coronaviruses, research that his agency had funded.
Can you imagine that the United States is making payments to a Chinese lab? So just that on its face didn't make sense, but I stopped that.
Christy Lloyd, Sky News.